So let's see here. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another segment of Breakfast with Bulldog. So how's everybody doing this morning? Pretty good night last night. I got a couple hours in overtime, which was nice. Oof. Oh boy. My goodness. So yeah, I'm pretty tired this morning. He called me in early last night. I guess the other guard had an emergency and needed to bounce. So when I got there, it was a supervisor there, and I relieved him. And yeah. The start of the shift kind of turned out a little tragic. Janitorial services thought it was important to come tell me that they had a clogged drain. And I had them show me where it was, and I went and did all the heavy work of getting all the water out of this huge tub, and they just left me hanging. So after I got the water out, I went and told them, you need to clean up the mess, because I'm not a janitor, I'm a guard. I was a little disappointed that they did that, but I let them know just how disappointed I was. So, and of course, I got a hold of our general manager, notified him to let him know that they had a clogged pipe and that it wasn't an emergency and that it can be dealt with in the morning. And this morning, when my relief came in, I notified him and also notified the general manager there for the day shift. So, other than that, the shift went good. They're turning that light off in that storage room again, so it's doing that flickering again with the light that you can never see. It's kind of weird. So anybody else got anything to share this morning? Of course, I do have my breakfast here. My handy dandy omelet. Oh yeah. We're gonna pepper it up a little bit here. A little pepper on there, like so. And then, of course, we'll hit it with some salt. God only knows we need to. Hey, I am Raph. Good morning, brother. How you doing this morning? Let's see. Oh, yeah. You know it. I enjoy my breakfast every morning. Got to. It's the most important meal of the day, right? So happens to be my only meal during the day, but that's all good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My goodness. I didn't watch any news yet today. I finally had enough of it and don't want to turn it on and watch any of it. The news is filled with so much negativity. I just don't want to be stressed out by the stupidity crap that they put on the news anymore. Yep, for any of you that are new in here, you end up liking the content, why not subscribe, favorite, hit the bell notification. You're going to be notified of all upcoming events. Mm-hmm. Hey, good morning, Avery. I am doing great. Yeah, please don't use my actual name in here, please. I guess Chief and Haley are right about one thing. They get a hold of your own personal information. Trolls do a lot of stupid things with it. It's all good. Mm. Mm. Omelet. Omelet with sausage and and toast. Yum, yum. I made a suggestion to them to see if they would put like waffles and stuff on their menu. Oh yeah, that's a family recipe for that meatloaf. That's good. You got to try the wonton ones too. They're good. Not bad. My night went okay. Their alarm system's malfunctioning. So being that we can't reset the alarm, we gotta watch all the monitors all night long. It can get quite boring. Ever since those riots occurred, they experienced a short brownout. And ever since then, the alarm, when you go to set the alarm, it says right on the panel, protest, and it won't allow you to set the alarm. So they got to fix it. Isn't that funny? Oh, I have all different kinds of security stories. But the thing of it is out here, it's kind of hard to really say because out here they don't expect much out of you, and that's just wrong. I was trained really good through good security agencies out in Vegas. Out here, out here, people don't respect guards too much, and I think it has a lot to do with their laid back mentality on things. I think it depends on what agency you work for anyway. Really, myself, you know. I mean, this security agency I work for, um, it may have a lot of rules, but they're not very strict on them. They're not really quick to write you up and get you out the door. Unless you're, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, if you're screwing up really bad, then yeah, they'll kick you to the curb. But you really got to be screwing up really bad for that to occur. Mm. Oh, I'll give you a good story. Mm. I'll give you a good security story, and it just comes to mind. I worked out in Las Vegas. I worked in an apartment complex that, well, when we ended up getting the contract to this apartment complex, we got it because I guess the guard agency that they had there before, they got punked. As easy as it is to say, it wasn't a very good apartment complex. You had whites, Mexicans, and blacks, and they had it segregated that way. And you know, I don't think apartment complexes should ever do stupid things like that. But this one did, and I guess the guard got beat down, and they hired their agents. They fired that agency and hired our agency. The reason why the guard got his beat down was because the Ashley Hacksaw. Hey, Ashley. Well, anyways, I don't know what you mean by we won the war, but anyway. So when they hired our agency, see, they were going through and they were sending out notices to all the residents in the apartment complex. They wanted to switch up their system to where all their covered parking was for tenants only. So they're making everybody get parking permits for their parking spaces. And if they didn't have the parking permit for the space, then they were going to start towing vehicles. They wanted to cover parking for the tenants and the uncovered parking for visitors. It's like I said, this was a good size apartment complex. Well, anyway, um, I guess this guard had a vehicle towed, and the guy took it in a racial manner because he was a different ethnic group than himself that got towed. And it's a bunch of bullshit, but the guard got a beat down. He got his ass handed to him. Oh yeah, yeah, we got another person in here as well that is watching out for to make sure no trolls come in. And something tells me, I have a funny feeling that Ashley might be one, but I'm not really certain of it. I hope that's not the case, but if she says anything fucked up, don't think twice, just boot. I'm not even gonna put up with it. Well, anyways, now what ended up occurring is our agency went in and we assigned 6 guards to the apartment complex because of the tension it was going to cause. Is she? Well, then kick her to the curb, because I saw that comment she put in and I couldn't figure out what she meant by what she said. We won the war. I don't know what the hell she was implying by that. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If she says anything fucked up, then take action. You know. But anyways, yeah. So anyway, so what occurred is our first night that we started rolling out the wagon of calling tow trucks in, because the residents had like 2 months of warnings to come in, get a permit, and have them put on the vehicle. 2 months. Every week, the manager kept putting notices on doors every week. So they all had fair warning of it. And when that other guard tried to act on it, that guard agency didn't know what the hell they were getting themselves into. So when we got in there, we assigned 6 guards, 6 armed guards. We weren't going to go in there unarmed and unprepared. Like myself, I carry a vest. All the supervisors that were assigned to that post carried vests too. So we went in there full gear, everything. And we started tagging the cars. We went in and then each vehicle that needed to be towed, called the towing company, they came out and towed it. The first night we towed over 70 vehicles out of this property. Now you think that oh, yeah, I do. I do want them to be able to defend themselves. I just don't, I mean, if they say real fucked up shit, then I just don't want to get tied up in a lot of drama with others. Because I know what happens when all of a sudden you let people bring drama in on a channel. It's just not good. A lot of people don't like it. So being how they don't like it, I'd much rather just keep them out. Keep them out. But yeah, anyway, the first night we sat there and towed over 70 vehicles. The second night, you would think that when the people went and got their vehicles back, they'd learn and they'd go in and they'd get a permit. Well, the second night we averaged about 50 vehicles. Went down a little bit, but still a lot of people didn't learn. So then on the third night, we still towed a great deal of vehicles out of there, another 20, 30 cars. And people were getting really upset. It's like, hey, well, it's your fault. Go in and get a permit. The permit's free. He's not charging for it. They just want to stop visitors from taking up people's spaces. So this is why they assign the spaces. Well, one of my supervisors was a big black guy, really awesome guy. Well, he went and wrote up a car. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll tell that story another time. Maybe after all this stupid riot bullshit's over and all the pieces settled in the world again. But the story that I'm trying to tell is that after we cleared everything out and we got everything situated, this apartment complex, every so many spaces, they had a sign in every three stalls. That said head-in parking only. And the only reason why they put them kind of signs up is because people would back into their space. They knock into the wall and knock holes in the walls. So they didn't want people backing into their spaces. And one night, me and because we always buddied up to prepare, going around making rounds. And I went around when it was our turn to make a round. We saw some movement in a car, and of course we approached the vehicle very cautiously. And sure shit, man, we shine our light in there, and some old lady's going down on a dude, straight up. She was knobbing him right there in the parking. Man, we could not help but resist, but look up to notice that one of them signs were right there in the stall. And I looked at the dude and I pointed at the sign and I says, I didn't think people would take it seriously. Just because they say head in parking only, it doesn't mean that you literally get head in parking only. Dude, I mean, it was funny. Hey, Chrissy, what's up, girl? What you doing? Hi, History. Oh, okay, brother. Is my man walking? Oh, what's up, brother?
What's good? I won't be up here
How
long.
you doing?
Good. I had to say something real quick.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, the reason what I said, the comment I was making in the chat was that in another stream, anytime people would go in there and try to defend themselves, not trolls like us, they were blocking like crazy.
On another stream?
Yeah, and so if they got something to say, I'm gonna respond to it.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. So you didn't, if you didn't read it, if you read it wrong, that's what I was saying.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the only thing that we want to kick out are trolls.
Right.
I'm trying to be careful of it, and I'm trying to, yeah. We don't.
This is just crazy.
I was told by Chief that one that was in here that Ashley one, that one there's a troll.
But did you notice that when she got unhidden, she took her message away?
Do what now?
When I unhid her, she retracted her message. She took her message off of it.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
How did she? Oh yeah, you can delete your own messages, can't you?
Yeah. So when I unhid her, she deleted her message,
Oh, okay.
which I find interesting.
Maybe she is. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't want to start off being out here as a troll. That would be
Well,
good.
well,
That
it is what it is. But anyways, I wanted to clarify what I was talking about in the chat.
okay.
All right, man. Enjoy your
Hey,
eggs.
it's good seeing you again. Come around anytime, brother.
All right, boss. Peace.
You too, bro. Okay. Yeah, so maybe what we should do, guys, if because I can see his point on that. I mean, I tried with that whole ordeal of because I am a friendly person. I try to talk to everybody, and it's kind of hard to really classify who a troll could be like. You know, I mean, but then again, I don't know. I just um, I really don't want to be trolled. That's for sure. I mean, who the hell does? Are we sure though? Because I mean, her comment that she made, it. I mean, it's not like it was really super harsh. I just didn't know the meaning of it, and that's why I wanted her to explain what that meant. Because you can take it one of two ways. Then again, it's kind of shocking because sometimes when I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, I don't know. She's definitely a troll. Okay. Yeah, they make it to where you can't even check up on these accounts anymore. If they're new accounts or what. There's got to be a way to do it, right? Yeah, and that yeah, I just didn't know the meaning of what it was behind what she said. I mean, if it was in conclusion as to what I was stating about the stupid riot wars, the rioting crap going on, there is no winner or loser when it comes to that kind of thing. And that's why I wanted her to say what she said, because if it was going to lead to anything racial, I was going to kick her butt right to the curb. Because I didn't know if that was the Ashley that was the troll or if it was a different Ashley. Letting them talk. What? Um, well, if you know for a fact that they're a troll, then the hell with it. I mean, I trust you walking tall. If you think a person needs to be kicked to the curb, kick their ass to the curb. You don't ever have to ask me. This is one good reason why I made you guys mods is because you guys are well trusted. Hmm. So yeah, But anyways, for what happened to me at that apartment complex, that was a hell of a good one. Who's Red Legs? Oh, I'm sorry. You said respond. I was reading, looking at it wrong. I thought it was saying report. Hey, Wanda, what's up, girl? Welcome to the channel. Man, just missed it though. I had my breakfast already. My goodness. Of course, I had my omelet. Let's see. In case if anybody wants to come up, now please, no fidget spinners. I know y'all laughing. Y'all waiting for that to happen again. It ain't happening again. Hell to the no. I had one guy that wanted to come up on cam, and I made his ass stand up, back away from his camera. I made damn sure his ass was closed. It was funny. I think everybody got a kick out of that. Yeah, he turned out to be a decent person anyway. Let me see if anybody's backstage. Oh, hello.
Hey.
Are you ready to give us a history lesson? Okay.
I can give you a history lesson on the riots. It's just a bunch of butthurt people who won't accept that people don't like them.
Oh, trolls?
Yep.
Yeah, of course. Trolls, yeah, they ain't got nothing better to do but to mess with others. It's not cool. But hey,
Do they not?
I got to admit, I haven't had too many trolls the last week. It's been pretty mellow. We've had a couple come in every now and then. And so it's going good.
Trolls, they can make people do things.
No, they can't make them do anything they don't want to do.
Well, I mean, if someone's really depressed because of it,
Oh, yeah,
you
well,
know.
and that's just pathetic. Yeah, supposedly Ashley is one of them trolls. Let's see, You were, huh?
I'm a brunette, so I'm smart.
Eh,
I'm joking.
At a railroad crossing, can you spell it without any R's? Huh? Can you history?
Yeah, because there is no R's.
That's true. So that means you know the answer to the other question I'm going to ask. Trolls. Hell yes. Block trolls. We don't want trolls. they seem like they're doing some messed up things, tell them, hey, cut it out or you're getting kicked. And if they come in with some funny names that seem like it is, of a not so nice of a nature, that warrants a good kick, give them a kick. And of course, anybody coming in imitating any of the mods here, just simply tell them they need to jump off the stream and come in under a different name. And if they don't want to do it, block them. Because I won't have anybody imitating the mods here either. Yeah, Wanda does twinkle. She's such a sweetheart.
Hmm?
Yeah, when are you doing your next stream, Wanda? Because I'll join it. It's good to get the view time in. I do that with you guys. I do it with Chief and Haley. Well, I guess Chief is monetized by now, but Haley's isn't. So I try to do as much as Haley's as possible. And then if not, oh, well, by any and all means, if they do go live and you guys feel like you want to go over there, by all means, please do. Because one thing I know I do realize is that a lot of the people that come over here are from Chief and Haley's, and I have the utmost respect for them. They got good streams going on. I got to give them that. I mean, that's the reason why I joined them. They've got some pretty good streams, even though sometimes it can get pretty out of control with the trolls and stuff. They don't want me promoting their channel yet until we do have a good control over the troll situation. Yep, I did. I'm sorry. See, all empty plate. All gone. See, Mom, I ate all my food. Come on now, where's my treat? Treat. And no, don't get no. Come on now. I know you thinking something not so nice, man. Come on now. Got to keep it clean. She's gonna laugh. She's gonna say, "Oh, here comes the spinner, bulldog." What's that? Yeah, I was doing that day. It was funny as hell. I mean, the shit was really small, so I couldn't see what was on the screen. So that's what I did. I was like, "Oh, that's neat. What was it?" I got really close up to my phone because I was trying to look at the picture. And instead of blowing it up, I was trying to look at the small picture. Everybody was cracking up. They lost their cookies over that video that night. I had to delete that stream because of that dude. I had a good stream until then. We were all in here having a good time. Everybody was laughing and everything. The next thing you know, that busted out and people laughed even harder. And now they don't let me live it down.
Yeah, you need to not let people come on if they're not mods. You know,
All right,
just
all
gonna say
right.
that.
Wanda, I'm coming over. I love spaghetti and meatballs. Hell yeah. How about
Did you
you?
know that they don't even have?
They don't even what?
They don't even cook that in Italy, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, all your spaghetti and elbow macaroni and all that comes from Italy. So how can they not make it?
I don't know. They're weird. Apparently, they make meatball soup or something. But they won't put it with butter or whatever.
Well, hey, Wanda, the weight of my heart is through my back. It's not through my stomach because I love a good back scratch. I woo like a walrus, man. I'm like, ooh. Or I howl like a dog. Oh.
Stop making me laugh.
And scratch me in the right spot, and I'll be. And
You make me laugh.
Wanda's laughing her butt off right now. She's peeing herself. Oh, that damn bulldog. He says the damnedest things. Hey, I do enjoy coming on here and having fun. Anybody else want to come up on panel? Come on, man. Come on. You know you want to. Just click on that
Can I
link.
stay up?
Can you what?
Can I stay up?
Yeah, you can stay up.
Okay.
Yeah. Because hell, I'd watch it. Why not? I love different variety of ways that people make spaghetti and meatballs. Some people cook the spaghetti meatballs separately, and some put it in a crock pot and they cook it from raw into the tomato sauce and everything, and they cook it all day. You know, just a different variety of ways that people do it. All interesting. One of these days, I want to make a video of me doing that. I did a lasagna dish that was, oh my God, first time I ever did lasagna, and I did it so perfect. Oh, one of these days.
My favorite food is Italian.
Italiano. All right. I like all different kinds. Well, a variety from here to there. You know, I like Chinese, Mexican, American. Like all different kinds. Italian, Korean. Some Korean dishes are good.
I thought Asian food was spicy as hell.
Well, it depends on what you get. And I do appreciate all you guys that come in here. I really do. It does give the good watch time. That's good. It's awesome. That's one thing that YouTube says that is a really big positive for doing live streaming. It does up your viewing time better than just putting up the video, just the regular videos and stuff. but I need subscribers too. That's a big thing. But one good thing about StreamYards is you can stream off of more than one platform. You can do up to 2 platforms. So I was thinking about integrating it with Facebook because I have Facebook as well. It's not for you? Why not? I think it wasn't for me. But I come to find out that doing live streaming like this, in a way, it's kind of therapeutic for me. I kind of enjoy it. I didn't think I would because what all do I got to talk about? And at first, it just, I don't know. It kind of gets me out of the little shell of the little world that I live in, which is good. I think it's good. Because usually what I do, my life consists of going to work, going home, and going to sleep. Lather, rinse, repeat. I'm not a partying kind of person. I don't like going to bars. I don't like going to well, it's not that I don't like going to big events. I just can't afford to go to big events. I've never been to a live concert, other than maybe something put on by a city or something through a festival or something. I've seen something like that. But as far as going to an actual stadium for a concert, I've never been. I'd like to, just can't afford it. Don't have the time. Well, yeah, you could do it whenever you feel up to it and whenever you feel comfortable. But don't be afraid to push your boundaries a little bit, because that's basically me doing this with pushing my boundaries. Yo, and it's my man, the maintenance guy, coming up. Come on over for the live streaming.
You live streaming?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you want to go on camera?
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, hell yeah. This is my maintenance guy, man. There we go.
Hey, but what is it for? Like the live stream?
Oh, this is YouTube.
But what is it for? Like what?
Sort of like vlogging.
So everybody sees it?
Yeah. Well, everybody that joins the room here, and when it gets saved up on YouTube, then others come in and they can see it.
So how many people are watching right now?
Right now, there's 6 people. But when the video gets saved, when it gets saved to my account,
Cool,
then other people from around the world, if they're searching it and they put in keywords like bulldog or breakfast or something like that. Yeah, here you go.
Man, I like to send a shout out to my kids. I'm out here at work getting money. You know, Daddy love you.
All right, yeah, homie.
All right, Howard.
Boy, live sugar, that's pretty cool, man.
Oh, hell yeah. See, and I've got awesome people in this apartment complex. I guess I'm really fortunately and lucky that I'm in an apartment complex that has a lot of good neighbors. Oh, you've seen 4 Rolling Stone concerts? That's cool.
I've seen one pop concert and it sucked.
Yeah. Nowadays, it's it's probably not even worth doing because you might go there and get sick and die. I don't want to die. No coronavirus here. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I put it in my car. Yeah, man. No, no coronavirus. Okay, camera. I'm telling you now, you gotta give me 6 feet distance. 6 feet distance. And don't think of coughing. Oh, hell, I enjoy the work that I do. Mind you, I mean, I do. I wish I could have been a police officer, but because I think I would have been a good police officer. But, well, my eyesight prevented that. But it's all good. At least I went to the academy and I enjoyed myself. And I got good training over the years. Good training. And I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, but I don't think these law enforcement agencies are going to learn this so-called lesson everybody's trying to instill on them. Because you know what they've done? Congress needs to come together and they need to excuse the expression, because I know I'm going to drop the F-bomb here. Well, I won't drop the F-bomb. You know what I'm going to entail by that. But they need to un-F the things that they have caused that caused all this tension. Because when a police officer goes to use a baton, they use a pepper spray, or they use a taser, and they're using it in a appropriate way, people were able to go back and sue them for using them. So now it tells them, and they put it on the books stating that, well, a dead man tells no tales. And in their training, they tell them take 2 steps back, shift to the side, 2 quick pops to the chest, and that's the end of it. The thing of it is the police department, the probability of them being sued is less. And no, I'm sorry, they need to cut that crap off of the table, because now they go from not using relay weapons and using lethal force as an answer to the problem. And that is no answer, none whatsoever. There's a reason why they train you in the use of a baton or a pepper spray or a taser, to help minimize, taking somebody's life. And when they get afraid of being sued, I mean, granted, I hope they do pass this thing along and make it more easier for cops to become prosecutable for abusing their authority. That would be a good thing. And so far now they're trying to throw cops in jail for it, and I'm grateful for that. I'm glad that they're taking that kind of step. But they need to watch what kind of step they're taking, because when you got a combative person, I mean, granted, I got to say what happened to Mr. Foreman, that's on the ground talking about how his thing hurts and stuff like that. I mean, to me, I think they should have just left them in the car. If they'd have left them in the car and took them to jail, I don't think we would be here today dealing with riots and stuff, or not necessarily riots, but protesters. Which is okay, because you know what? Things needed to change anyway. They need to change for the better. And hopefully it does. I hope it changes for the better. But they need to stop angling in on one race and angle on all. have everybody treated equally. Alrighty, I am. You bouncing, brother? Or someone else? Are you replying to someone else that's leaving? Hmm. Let's see if anybody else is backstage. I don't know if anybody backstage. Oh, it's just you and me. You and me go singing singing in the dark, watching the stars. I forgot how that song goes. I know I'm saying it wrong. I gotta be. No, dancing in the dark. That's what it is. I also have heard that, until I get monetized, I could play music in the background and stuff. But then I think it would ruin and defeat the whole idea of putting your video out and having it monetized, because once you do get monetized, I think you would have to take those videos down because they can get you strikes. Oh, okay. Ready for work or what? Oh, fishing. He's gonna go fishing? Hell yeah. Right. If it's copyright music, it's fine up until the point you become monetized. Once you become monetized, you can't do anything. You got to cut all that out. Any music you play after that, um, permission. You got to be able to prove that you have the permission to. And they're suggesting that, and the way they verify that is, I guess when you purchase a song, it gives you a link that you have to put in your description that shows the permission for it. It's like a license type deal. I'm still fiddling around with this thing with the description box. Um, Fishing in the dark. Yeah, right. You and me going fishing in the dark, lining up the stars. I forget. I love country music, but I don't know. Some good songs just don't stick with me very well sometimes. Mm-hmm. Who all here likes country music? Okay, how about gospel music?
I saw this funny gospel video once.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was like an old choir of old people trying to sing rap songs. It was so funny.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like all different kinds of music. The only thing I really don't go for too much. I mean, I can take some rap, but not most rap. Most rap, I don't know.
Why not?
Well, because they're always trashing something, and it's just not. I don't think it's appropriate,
Mm.
especially when they drop a particular word in their song. I know it to be a hate word, and I grew up with the notion of it being a hate word, and you got to be careful saying that nice little hate word because that hate word can cost you your career. A single word can cost you your career. So I don't like it at all.
Well, they should stop saying it if white people listen to that
But,
music, you know?
well, again, see now that, and I don't accept it coming from them either. And I don't have any problem letting them know that either. They don't like it. I know they don't like it. And I can give a flying rat's ass if they like it or not. Because that word has so much hate in it that it shouldn't be accepted by anybody, anyone or anything. And if they were to ever restrict speech and make anything illegal, that would be one word right there I would love for them to make illegal to say and say, write, or anything. Just remove it out of the doggone dictionary. Remove it out of society completely.
You know, they've made it illegal for white people to say it, but
No, it's actually, um, no. A security guard who was colored told a gentleman to stop calling him that word, and he said that word, and they fired him because he was in an authoritative position and should have been professional of what he was stating, and so they, and to me, I think it's right. Hey, if you're gonna turn around and fire somebody for saying it, and you're not gonna oppose it to the other racial party, then that's just racism. So they did the right thing by terminating him.
yeah, but there's a myth, isn't there, that white people can't face racism.
Huh?
There's a thing that white people can't face racism.
White people can't face racism. What does that mean?
Like they don't.
Oh, face racism. Hmm.
Hmm.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, like they
Oh,
don't.
we can face it. We can plenty
How can we?
because you see it every day, and it's not good. You know, all that crap needs to go away, and everybody needs to treat everybody equally. Oh, what cute eyes you have there, Wanda. Yeah, racism's not a good thing. And it's not just white people that can be racist. It's other origins that can be racist too. Because I really hate it when they stereotype to think that only white people can be racist.
There's a black YouTuber I watch, and every chance he gets, he throws white people under the bus.
Well,
Maybe I should unsubscribe to him.
well, the thing of it is people are just being people, and they just need to grow up and be adults about everything, and just stop hating. If they stopped hating, I think this world would be a better place.
Hmm.
We all just need to get along. Why can't we just get along?
It feels like Satan has took over the world, if you think about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just dumb white hick, man. I'm dumb white hick, man. Just don't know any better, man. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I just think people need to get along in every form of race around the globe has been enslaved at one point in time or another. And you know what God says about it? It says if you're ever a slave, be the best slave you can be. It literally says that in the Bible. I don't know, Lord. I don't think I can go to work to not get paid. I think I'd like to get paid. I don't think I want to be whipped. Oh, yes, Lord. I woke up today and it says, yes, please, Master, give me another, please. Whip me again. I was kind of like it. You know, it gets
Oh
that
my
amazing,
god.
it gets that itch I've been trying to get off my back all day yesterday. It was bothering me. Man, that master, he hit me with that damn whip, and I'll tell you what, that itch went away. I know I'm making light of it, making fun of it, but that's the part that, well, that's what everybody remembers and nobody likes it. So guess what? Should all love each other, give each other a big hug. Thank the good Lord we don't have to be that way no more, and move on. Ooh, wait. Is that a puppy coming? Nope. No puppy.
Howard, would you ever have a dog of your own?
Huh?
Would you ever have a dog of your own?
Not anymore. Not after my last dog.
What happened?
It hit me pretty hard. You know, I got this dog. It's kind of weird how I came across my dog. I actually got him for a Valentine's Day gift to my wife, my second wife. And it was kind of really weird because we had a while back when my father passed away, he had a dog that was the sweetest dog. It's cute as hell. It was a toy fox terrier, purebred. I remember her from when she was a little puppy when I stayed out there in Florida at my dad's place. And when my father passed away, I packed up the family and we all went down to Florida. And it's kind of funny because as I was going all the way down there for this dog, my ex was telling me, I don't want to take care of no dog. I'll be the one feeding, da 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 da. I don't want to do it. And I kept trying to tell her all the way down there, listen to me. When you see this dog, you're going to fall in love with this dog because this dog is the cutest dog that I've ever seen. It was Just a really beautiful dog, and she
What's it
knows
called?
she knows tricks. She's a purebred. Yeah, I'm telling you, you'll love her. So she
What's it
was
called?
she was a toy fox terrier. She was half the size, well, about 3/4 the size of this Dr. Pepper bottle. She only stood maybe about this tall. That's why they call it a toy fox terrier. And she was just this lovable thing. She would do tricks. She'd go up and she'd dance on her legs and hind legs, and she would do this cute little spin around. She'd jump up, do a spin in the air, land on the ground. Oh, dude, I mean, she was a cute dog. She did some cute tricks. But, well, anyways, when my dad died, we went out there. She bitched all the way down there. No, I don't want to, da 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 da. And man, I'll tell you what, the moment she saw that dog, she was like, oh my God, how cute, how cute. And we brought that dog home. Mind you, when I first saw the dog and the dog was a pup, she'd come up and she lay next to my son when my son was just a baby. She'd come up and lay next to him, give him kisses on his cheek, and happy as could be. Well, her demeanor kind of changed because, see, my dad wasn't treating that dog right. And lo and behold, and I brought her back, she had this notion of wanting to go after my youngest one, to want to bite him. And so I had to keep her separate, which is kind of pretty sad because, my dad, like I said, I don't think he didn't treat this dog right. Well, long story short, okay, this dog was going to die, and we knew it because she got up there in age. She was like already 3 or 4, maybe 5 years into her life cycle when I met her. So, of course, 10 years went by, and I had to go up there and pick this dog up. She was still energetic. She was still great, but she didn't like children anymore. And it's natural for a little dog to get that way around children. But this dog, I just couldn't believe it. Well, we knew the dog was going to die soon. And my wife sat there and said, I wouldn't mind getting another small dog. And so I told her, okay, well, if baby girl ever passes away, I'll do that. Well, come this Valentine's Day, I had a friend, my stepson's friend who stayed with us for a little bit was moving into her friend's house. And so I gave her a ride over to her friend's house, who had this other small dog. It was, and he was a Chihuahua and Shih Tzu mix. It's on my Facebook page. Oh my God.
Download the audiobook with your 30-day trial.
What the heck? Let me think. Oh my God. Well, anyway, so she had this dog. She got it for her daughter. She was trying to teach her daughter how to be responsible with pets. And she come to find that the dog wasn't getting along with her other dog, which was a much older dog. And she felt she wasn't being very responsible with him anyway. So she told me, she says, well, look, because I like the dog. The dog ran up, jumped up my lap, and she thought that was weird because he didn't do that to people. I couldn't understand why. The dog seemed like it was a very friendly dog. So she told me, she says, well, look, if I ever look to get rid of the dog, could you take him? And I was thinking, God, Valentine's Day, it'd be a good Valentine's Day for my wife. So the next day she calls me up and she says, you know what? Forget it. My daughter's not going to learn anything. Just come on up here and get the dog. And I went up and got him. I brought him home and I gave it to my ex-wife. My ex-wife loved it. She was like, oh my God. She thought the dog was going to get clingy to her, but he ended up liking her for a little while, but then ended up getting clingy to me. He sat up with me at nights as I was working on my servers and all that. He went everywhere with me. He didn't cling to her. He clinged to me. And so as he clinged to me, I ended up teaching him all different kinds of tricks. Now, I never trained a dog before in my life. I didn't think I'd be successful at doing it. But I taught him. I watched a lot of YouTube videos on dog training and stuff. So I got a lot of tips from a lot of people on how to train a dog. And I taught this dog how to sit, how to stay. He used to bombard his dish. And I taught him how to be patient and to wait. And I would use a command word of okay as a trigger word for him to go ahead and grab a treat or grab his food or whatever. And he came along really good. But then I taught him to sit up and go twinkle around on his hind legs like baby gal did. He took to it. He was smart. I got him to roll over one way, roll over the other way, and I would do it simultaneously. So he could do it left or right, didn't matter. And then another thing he used to do is the moment you'd say super puppy mode, because he had this little burst of energy, he liked to run back and forth every now and then. So I got him taught to where that all you'd have to do is look at him and go super puppy mode, and that dog will just spin out and he'll go nuts. And here, because I had a L-shaped couch, an old-fashioned L-shaped couch. He would run up and he'd get so much momentum. He would run up the side of the couch and spin around and jump, leap, hit the ground, run up, go into the room, jump up on the bed, flip around on the bed, come out, and then he'd look at you and just pant. Like he was waiting for you to say it again. So you'd go, okay, super puppy mode. And he would just do it all over again. It was just funny. But I also taught that dog, because a lot of times he'd sit up here on my shoulder. And I got it to where he would give you, I'd go, where's my kisses? And he'd give me 2 kisses. He always gave me 2. And one day he sat there and gave me 1 lick. And I don't know how that dog understood what I was saying or doing or whatever, but I said, hey, I feel cheated. Where's the other lick? And he licked me the second time. And each time he'd do that, I would do that, and he would give me that second kiss. Yeah. He was a wonderful dog. And then, I don't know, I had a friend over one day. I had a friend come over, and my dog liked her. She forgot I don't know what got into her to get up and go for a walk at 3 o'clock in the morning. But this lady came out. She left my front door wide open. And I don't know, he got up and I guess looked around for her, and he tried to follow her out. Now, normally the dog would always stay clinging to me, always stayed under my covers. But I don't know, he went out looking for her, and he got struck by a car out here on my main street out here. So, yeah, dude, it was heart-wrenching. Oh, I also taught him how to speak on command too. I took him everywhere with me. I used to even take him on the city bus. He would just lay across my lap and just not do anything, not bother anyone. You know, he was a good dog. He was a great dog. So yeah, when that happened, I took it hard, and so no, I just to me, I just can't succumb to wanting to get another dog. Took me a while to get over that dog. I'll be right back. I'm going to put this in sync real quick. I'm surprised you haven't asked me what his name was. Well, his name was Chico. He was a good dog. Chico was one of these dogs. He was, oh shit, what happened to you? You kind of disappeared, dear. He was the kind of dog, he was like one of these kind of dogs that he had separation issues. I had to take him everywhere I went because if I didn't, he would sit at the door and he would howl until I come back. Even if I was gone for a few hours or if I had to go to work and come back, he would just sit there. I was getting complaints left and right, so I had to take him everywhere I went. Had no choice. I mean, even though I had my son here and he loved my son, but he really loved me and he just didn't want me going anywhere. So yeah, I kind of got attached to that dog. And that dog was really attached to me. But yeah, it was really sad. And I can't succumb to getting another dog because I'm afraid of getting just that attached to it. That if anything happened, I would just be devastated, like I was with Chico. I was very devastated. You know, it's kind of not good to ever see a grown man cry, but I'll tell you what, this grown man fucking cried over a dog. Yeah, I just don't ever want to be in that position again. Not to mention, you know, vets are ridiculously overpriced. I can't believe, yeah, it takes a lot to care for an animal. I'd say if you ever want an animal, be sure you can take care of it first. Because they do require a lot of care. Yeah, they are like family, no doubt. I'll do anything in the world for you. You know, that dog wouldn't let anybody sneak up on me. If someone come up walking up, they're too close to me, he'd bark at them. And it's funny because he was a small dog, but yet he had a big bark. He made people fucking jump back. It was funny. You know, there's only one thing that I couldn't get out of that dog, that I couldn't teach that dog, is not to run out of the yard or, you know, run out of your area. Baby girl, no fucking problem. Baby girl, dude, you can let that dog out of the world, out of the door in the backyard or the front yard, and the dog would never leave the yard. But Chico, Moment he got that freedom, he'd leave for a few hours and he'd make his way back. But you know, when I had him, I was up in Minnesota, and I was in a small town, and I wasn't worried about a car hitting him or anything. It was no big deal. He'd come back, and I was trying to teach him not to do that, but I could not get that out of him. And as a result of it, when my friend pulled that shit, I was devastated. It hurt. I just, so now I don't know. I'm happy. I'm happy with the way I'm doing it now. I got neighbors around here. They got nice dogs, really awesome dogs. They come over. They love to get bones from me. I feed them bones and stuff. So, and I'm happy with doing that. I'll help my neighbors train their dogs. I'm a dog person, as you can tell. I'm not much of a cat person. Cats are only good for one thing, as far as I'm concerned: footballs, kicking field goals. I know it sounded mean, but no, no, I would never kick a cat. I'm just figuratively speaking. Cats, they like to snub their nut and tail up and shove their ass up in the air up at you. And I don't particularly like that. I don't care. Cats are independent. They don't need your love. They just, yeah. Dogs will love you to the day they die. Because God only knows they have shorter lifespans than humans. And that's a crying shame. I think dogs should have just as much of a lifespan as a human. That way you never miss them when they go. The only thing I can say about owning pets is it does teach you a bit about the difference of life and death and stuff. And I suppose you all got to learn sometime. Get you prepared for your own, as you're not going to live forever. Let's see. Are you backstage again? Did you finally make it back here? No? Mm-hmm. 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 Shit. I'm out of cigarettes. I need to go get some more. I'll be right back to Fight Back with David Horowitz. You ought to see this. My nephew came over here. The other day, and he dropped this thing off for me, which was pretty cool. He was telling me how I guess he had gotten this surround sound system, but something came up or something. I guess he ended up getting another or something like that, and didn't know what to do with it. But he was kind of cleaning out because I guess he's moving. And so he's like, I don't know what to do with it. So it's either I gotta give it away or throw it away. But he just didn't, So I was like, okay, well, all right, well, whatever you want to do. He says, well, I'll come over and drop it off. And I was kind of hoping to catch him before he got here, but he is already here and gone. But it really astounded me as to what he left behind. And you guys got to see this. Man, I'll tell you what, I love my little nephew, man. He's a real godsend, I'll tell you what. But check it out. Brand new, in the box, never even opened. Now I've already got this right here. I got this right here. This right here. It's my sound bar. It's an awesome sound bar. It's got a subwoofer somewhere around here. But what he was getting me was this. This is a 5-piece. This is a complete surround sound system. And I've heard of Haas before. I believe Haas is a really good brand. So I was kind of blown away by that a little bit. Desktop? What do you mean? No, that's a 5 or 6-piece surround sound system. So I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I was sitting there teasing my roommate yesterday about it. I was like, well, I could hook it up to the computer and make it a surround sound system in the room for playing games. She's like, no, you ought to hook it up out here. The sound bar the remote control is broken for it, so you can't use the subwoofer. And I was like, well, shit, if you give me the remote, I just go order the remote. But I was having problems with her over using that sound bar. I paid good money for that sound bar, and it pisses me off that she'll sit there and she'll blare it so damn loud that we'll get complaints from the neighbors. I gotta sit there and yeah, it's a surround sound system. Never even been open. So instead of him taking it back to the store or anything like that, which I'm sure, well, I don't know. I mean, if it's been a long time that he's bought it already, then I can understand why he can't. But this thing does everything. It does everything this one does that my soundbar does. And I'm sure I can probably just add my soundbar to it somehow. But it takes Bluetooth, takes MP3, MP4, and it can be hooked to your cell phone too. So like my soundbar, it does a lot as well. Let me see if I can get a better picture of it. camera. Facing back. Okay. Pink. Okay, now. There we go. This way you can see it better. Let's see here. There, that way I can show it a little bit more better. See? That's the stand that I got my phone on. I made this stand, by the way. But yeah, that's it. Has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Subwoofer 9, 10. Has 10 speakers to it. 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. 5.1 HD home theater system. 1500 watt HD TV MP4. Huh. But yeah, I was teasing my roommate with it. Telling her, nah, I don't know. I have more than enough trouble with this thing with the sound bar. Because there's been times I mean, dude, I'd be in the room trying to sleep and she'd thump the damn shit out of it. To a point that I would literally jump up out of bed just to try to figure out what the hell's going on. I mean, literally, I'm a night worker. So do this, face front. Then come back over here. Up, come on. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It was nice of him. I don't even know how much they paid for that, but I know on my sound bar was on sale, and so I got my sound bar for a little over like it was almost $400 for it, but it's a good brand, good name brand. I got that during a tax time when I got a tax rebate. So I was like, right on, cool. And boy, I'll tell you what, after the first month or so of getting that sound bar, I ended up regretting wanting to eat. I ended up regretting it. Because I was getting regular notices on my door. Or first I was being warned by my manager, and I'd go and rattle my oldest son and my roommate's doggone cage over it, telling them, hey, look, you know, you can't be playing it really loud at night like that. Not cool. So then they were trying doing it during the daytime when I'm sleeping. I'm like, no, that ain't gonna fly. You know, and even though my oldest son is out of the equation, he's gone. His little friend tries to pull that shit every now and then. So now I got this thing, and she was like, "Oh, let's hook it up in here." The hell does the fucking know? What do you think? I'm like, you're gonna sit there and rattle the house, no. I have troubles keeping you from doing that shit with the sound bar. I've been debating to see if I should just put it up on eBay or something and sell it on eBay, but I don't know. Because my nephew says, "Do with as you wish. If you want to sell it and get a few bucks off of it, and so be it." He's like, "But at least it'll be out of my garage. It'll be because it's just sitting around collecting dust." So yeah, it might be nice. Good morning, neighbor. How you doing, hon?
Sorry about all that water the other day.
Oh no, it's okay. Don't worry.
It's all full of poop because the birds fly up here and it's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't blame you, hon. It's okay. No problem. Yeah, he was giving me good, fair warning about it. I forgot I had my mask sitting down here on the table and it got all soaked. I was like, oh, it's my bad. I didn't think about it.
Silly man. I hope you washed it.
Yeah. But, yep, no problem.
Oh, good. You see, now my balcony is great. It's clean, even though it's poop again. But
Oh, no. That's okay. That's it. I'm breaking out with the pellet gun. No, I wouldn't do that. Hmm. Yeah, see, guys, I got awesome neighbors. Really awesome neighbors. Huh?
sorry about that leaf.
Yeah, it hit me in the head. Oh my God, I'm kidding you. Hey, it's no surprise. I mean, that's how people act like out here in California, huh?
I didn't hear you what?
I said, that's the way people act out here in California, huh? Oh my God, no.
So ridiculous.
It is.
It's pathetic. It's over. I'm done over it. It's fucking annoying. Sorry about that.
I'm glad I'm not a Californian.
Me too.
Hmm.
No siree.
Did you hear lately? They want to dismantle police departments.
I heard. I don't even know what the hell's going on. You watch the news every day, something else. Like, how could they do that?
Yeah.
They just gotta enforce better rules. But we need our police department.
But that's okay. Hey, anything rotten happens to you, I'll tell you what. You know right where I am, girl. I said, you know right where I am. I wouldn't let nothing bad happen to you. That's for damn sure. Huh? Oh.
I told him that I said if he sees you to say hello because you're a nice man and because we're gonna protect those wrong.
Yeah. Ain't no doubt about that. You see, there's a point in life that they just have to learn that, nothing has to resort to violence unless it's absolutely necessary. Well, it's their training. They're taught to do the shit that they're doing, and it's ridiculous.
I don't even know you.
You know, half the time when they're going after these police officers to prosecute these police officers, they need to go back to where they're getting their training and prosecute the trainers for teaching them the shit that they.
You know what? That's a good point. It's a good point. And I was talking about that with my sister. It's like, okay, so what kind of people are we training? Who's doing this training? Because obviously this head choke is not working out.
Well, the thing of it is, um, you know, they're doing what they're being taught. And now the smart ones that have a brain know that that's wrong, and they won't do that. You know, they won't do that, and they stand up. Um, they're only forced to stand up because now people are rioting or they're protesting the crap. But you know, and all of a sudden, all these good officers are going to stand up and we're good, we're good, we're good. And the public's point of view is, if you're so good, then why do you stand around and let your fellow brethren do these rotten things?
You make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That I doubt that you would make sense, but yeah,
I mean, to me, I put it right out on them chat boards, straight up. If it was me, regardless if you got several armed people around, I'm gonna go kick the cop in the head. I'm straight up gonna get him off that individual.
I gotta go back to work.
All right, hon.
Have a good day.
You too. See, guys, that's one awesome neighbor. I got great neighbors all around me. And I gotta say, I knock on wood and thank the good Lord, because I imagine a lot of people aren't as lucky. They can't say the same thing, I guess. Well, it's their own fault because they don't get out and get to know their neighbors. Oh, brother. Oh. Oof. Well, guys, I think I am going to end the stream, go in and take a nap. I'm not as young as I used to be there, Sonny. See? My bones are creaking. Yeah, it's kind of funny how, like I was mentioning about that thing about their training, because, you know, a lot of good people that go in, that join the police department, want to join a police department for the right reasons. And they know that the crap that they're being spoon fed is crap, and they're smart enough to know better. But there are some, they just, I don't know, they just go rogue with what they're being taught. So, and it's those rogue ones that do give good police officers a bad name. But I'm glad they dismantled the Minneapolis Police Department. And I'm also glad that I'm not up in Minnesota no more. Because I got to be honest with you, what happened right after people started protesting and the cops were going around trying to force people into their homes. Mind you, they were shooting at people that were sitting on their porch, not even thinking they were doing anything wrong. I don't know. They're lucky. They're lucky I'm not up there and that shit had happened to me. Because I would have, regardless of whatever it was they were shooting at them, projectiles, whatever the case may be, I would have returned with live rounds. I wouldn't have taken it. Minnesota cops are just not at all that bright. But then again, where I was living in Minnesota, really there was no worries of the police department going rogue. They're nice cops, very nice police officers, very professional. Oh, baby. She goes, yeah, I gotta get my bone. Oh. Oh, after? Oh, okay. I might be in bed by then. Might be. Oh, man. He was gonna, they got this cute little, it looks like a Malamute, but it's not a Malamute. I can't think. Alaskan Husky or something to that effect. Beautiful dog. I was going to show you guys that one, but they got to run and go get groomed. I guess he's got to get groomed. It's a beautiful dog. I'm trying to find out if they got, where they got their dog. Try and see if I can get my hands on one because it's a beautiful breed. But then again, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to. Because their dog, it's very thick Boris hair on him, you know, and yeah, you'd have to keep it groomed. And that would be kind of hard. Oh. All right, guys. Well, anyways, I'm going to cut out of here. I do need to get some rest. And so I will most likely see you on the next one. Don't forget, if you're new in here and you do like the content, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification. Click on the all button and you'll be notified of all live streams that I do. And if you can, give me a big thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. It really helps the algorithm. So, alrighty. Well, so I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. Oh, let's see. Go this way. Walk over and broadcast.